I'm Ryan from Basil Food Journal, and welcome back to our channel if you're returning, or welcome for the first time if you're here for the first time. Today we are making Oreos, homemade Oreos. And actually most Oreos that you buy at the store, brand Oreos, are already secretly vegan. There's no milk in them anyway. But it's a lot of fun to make at home, and you can do it without any dairy, without any eggs, and without any actual butter. So to start, we are going to cream together the butter and the sugar like you do in most cookie recipes. So we use 10 tablespoons of, this is vegan butter. And if you don't have any vegan butter, you don't prefer it, you can use coconut oil. And it's best to use cold butter for sure, mainly because it keeps your dough cool and more set up. And when you use warm butter, a lot of the time you end up having to refrigerate your dough for a little bit longer. And we add it's 1 cup of regular sugar. Now that we have made our cookie dough, our Oreo cookie dough, and it's not sticky as you would think, but it does have a little bit of a surprising consistency if you're used to making chocolate chip cookies. Or
is it similar
cookies.
Or?
It's a lot more wet, and there's also no actual liquid ingredient involved, so that there is more area and less just overall like volume in one place, so that it cools down faster and it all is the same temperature.
Ah, I see.
When it cools down. So what I do with this is I slide a cutting board under it, and then I put it in the fridge or the freezer, depending on how long or how fast rather I need the cookie dough. So I'm just gonna put it and teeter it on something else. Switch it to the
And like magic.
Ta-da! It's done. Yeah. This is the one from earlier that I did something pretty similar. And now I'll give it a little bit of time just to get more acclimated to room temperature, only about a minute or two, and then we will roll it out. We are back after it's set in the fridge for just a little bit, our cookie dough. So what I just did, but I'm gonna walk us through it again, is I like to lift this up, and you can see the dough is a little bit sticky. So I like to put a little bit of flour on top of it to keep it separated from the wax paper. And then what we're gonna do is put one hand and then one hand under and flip it and do the same thing. So when we go and cut the cookies, it will easily come right up. There will be no problem, no sticking like this. And now we are going to cut the cookie dough with this size. It's actually a biscuit cutter. You can use a mason jar lid or anything. Now what I like to do is sometimes they'll come up, but sometimes they won't immediately come up. And what you can do is kind of just make your cuts. As you can see, some of them will lift because of the flour. Oop, oop. I'm gonna try one, even though I know for a fact they're so much better. So much better than regular Oreos, store-bought.
In the store-bought.
They take a lot longer, of course, but they're a lot of fun. And after you have them this way, every time you eat Oreos again, you'll wish they were a little more like this. I mean, maybe I'm biased, but you can let me know if you all end up trying this recipe or if you're thinking about it. And please do give us a like or dislike, that's fine too. And leave us a comment letting us know if you tried it or just to say hi. And if you could subscribe to our channel, Diesel Food Journal, we would really appreciate it. We're trying to get to 500. So anyway, I've been Ryan and this has been Diesel Food Journal. And these have been Vegan Oreo Cookies.